Oh my god. My fantasies blow vastly towards my opposite gender. I am so offended. Put a shirt on. Meanwhile, in fucking hyperspace, somewhere, I don't know, the art's not clear here. We see the electric hedgehog Pokemon doing things, and freaking Black Chew shows up. Why are you here? Anything, Master Chan? No, I'm unable to send my mental wavelengths what into that dark dome. The only way to learn Christian status is just to Black Chew. What's the score? 2-1. Well, spill it. Did you just fucking destroy the entire tone of your comment? Why did you do that? I hate how the tone just goes up and down with this comic. And this is between panels. Wow. My master Nate Cirque has gone under a real dark transformation. He wanted to take over the world and kill Christian. Isn't that what he wanted? Oh, never mind. So he wants to the 7 crystal balls of legend. Aren't they the 7 Sonichu balls? You just changed your name in the same damn comment. And he anticipated this confrontation upon the snatching of his first Sonichu ball. Yep, it was all his idea. Totally his. I had no part of it. None. I am concerned, though. He shoved his father out of the way without remorse. He's been insulting me in every moment. And top it all off, he put whipped cream in my crockets. Ugh. And Sonic Chew and Magic Chan are thinking to himself, no doubt completely ignoring everything that Black Chew just said. I'm surprised nature could be that cruel. How can you be surprised? He's already been established as a villain. It has to be some. He just told you that. I sense honesty in his mind as he explained. I can certainly tell you that Chris would rather listen to his father's bickering. What? Magic-chan, do you make sense? Is there any logic in there? Come on. By the way, how is Bubbles, that luscious set of water and electricity, breaking off the action to explain a character's interest in another character? I truly hope this does not become distracting. Meanwhile, back in the Dark Dome, because whatever Black Chew's telling you right now about Bubbles is fucking meaningless. But it's gonna be shoved into the limelight. I'm sure of it. Chris cannot hold a fucking tone for the comic to save his life. We've established that already. Cowardly liar! You dare to put me down with your insults. Where I lack in confidence, I make up in heart. No, you don't. Shrink. No, you fucking don't. And the caring love boost for my sweet friend Meg Chan. Emphasis on friend, Chris. Please. You weakling. Your feeble autism and big heart hinder you vastly beyond the liar. I have no such whackness. Therefore, I am strongest. What the hell did you just say? Can anyone speak English in this comic, please? I will fight in defense with true might. I would never be tempted towards your gross standards. Let's rock. Want bet? Want to bet? I'll womp you into next Tuesday. Electric hedgehog power. Skipping. They're transforming. Christian. Real neck. And they look like they're in a Western standoff. Thank you for shopping at Quickville. Lol, that would be funny if it was an actual joke. Neither of you should interfere. The intensity of the battle would be too much for any of us. Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, and Chris immediately decks him in the fucking face. Just immediately. Yep. And a whole bunch of incomprehensible shit's going on because art is completely disgusting. I want to take this on the time to explain to you how bass backwards the fight scenes in Sonichu are. There are two ways to draw out a comic book fighting. One is a traditional way of drawing fight sequentially. You draw blow by blow, which are easy to portray, easier fights, or you do it in a more comedic way. Dust clouds and all that. The way you see in old style cartoons and stuff like that. They're not really drawn sequentially, and the sequential way to draw a comic book is the more serious tone. Chris just can't seem to make up his fucking mind. As we see with this fight scene, it's supposed to be drawn sequentially. Now, we see the first panel up top, the incomprehensible shit. And we go to the first panel on the left. Chris throws out a lightning ball. Alright. Nature counters by shooting some dark magic, I guess. So far, so good. Chris dodges it. And we completely just go completely off the rails when Chris kicks him in the crotch with his other panel, which absolutely doesn't follow anything. And you see the other panel where it appears that Nate's is punching him, but again, that doesn't follow from what we just saw. And Chris does some little spin dash, and they do this whole competing energies thing because Chris adores that, and he's trying to impress Megan. And I'm sure at this point, Megan does not give a total shit. Boom! With the power of the crystal Sonichu Ball. Also, they're called the crystal Sonichu Balls now. Great! I have in my hand, I will deliver the final blow. And he takes a sweet ass time doing that. How befitting it is that I get to destroy you in the school where you once felt most happy. Where you once felt happy. Don't add most, please. That's such a thing that you keep doing in this comic. Quit adding most in front of everything. Too bad you won't be able to meet your fellow Gal Pal Lancers at the reunion. Ha ha ha. Very well, Christian Weston Chandler. And out of fucking nowhere, Nate gets decked in the face with a basketball. Where did it come from? How did it get here? And Megan's here for no fucking reason. Hey, Christian, are you okay? Please say something. Come on. Megan. What happened? For a while you were unconscious. Megaji led me here. Then she went back to Paradise Island. Your hedgehogs restored the damage from earlier. But what of Relnak? What happened to him? That other guy? Don't get me started on him. He was just too weird. Anyways, he hit his head on the bleachers, and he was still breathing apparently. So we just sent him to Quickville General Hospital. What a jerk! Was about that jerk. He was just about to finish me off. How did he hit his head on the bleachers? I can answer that, old buddy. I was shooting some hoops when I heard a crash. Sudden surprise. I watched as the grand guy made his speech. When I heard what he was going to do, I threw my basketball with gusto. Direct hit and beyond. Not bad for a Lancer, huh? And before that was back in I don't even want to justify that. We are going to do that later. I don't feel like reading it. Sonic the Hedgehog. I haven't drawn you since 2004 when I made your Yu-Gi-Oh card. So Chris is doing some post-mortem bullshit now, as the comic Chris is supposed to be the actual Chris, which overcomplicates things unnecessarily. So basically, he's trying to do this amendment of reality and fiction. So comic Chris is actually Chris, so that means he's the writer, and I hate when people fucking do this. Never do this. Please, never ever do this. So much text explaining meaningless backstory. That was back in my freshman years. By the way, Bionic, have you met Megan Schroeder, my sweet friend? Hello, it's nice to meet you. Cool, thank you. But I found a b-ball. I found b-ball playing. But, oh my fucking god, this is so confusing. God, I can't stand how this shit's written. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, Megan. By the way, Christian, Sonichu came by and explained this ball to me. The other guy had it already dropped it, so I'm just giving it to you. Speaking of that yellow rat, I understand that you created a girlfriend for him. I could have my pick of fellow nurses, but our genes just don't match well. I don't care about that shit. I really don't. I do not care about any of this shit on this page because it doesn't explain anything that has nothing to do with the story, so I'm skipping it. At least I'll still have something to show for it. Show of it. Well, while the Master Coffee stays at home, yep, skipping this as well. And we go back to the hospital. Conked on the head against the bleachers, huh? Ew, that had to hurt. I wonder if Relnak will ever recover. And if he does, why do you care if he does recover? He tried to kill you. Why did you care? Okay, we can see the finished comic. February 21st, 2007. And Chris turned 25 on the 24th of that month, same year. Funky, monkey. Huh? Where am I? The last thing I remember. Yeah. I was about to kill that straight goody twin of mine when I was hitting head with a black basketball. Who threw that? You. It was you. Right before I passed out, I saw an orange guy in the blue shoes. Ugh. It was him. Bionic the Hedgehog. I gotta stop him. In the sports news, Bionic the Hedgehog won the game against Monroe High with the record-breaking 130 fucking baskets without overtime. Good fucking lord. And the Lancers now head to the finals against Quick's Art Gallery. Christian Weston Chandler's Bionic over Autism.